Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be slaying a 20-inch deep wave wig from Max Glam Hair. Let's get right into it. Okay, here I am just placing my second coat of adhesive glue. And shout out to Avi Hollywood on Instagram. That's where I got my adhesive glue from. The glue is literally bomb. I love it. So I am just taking my tweezers, the end of my tweezers. Usually you can use like a popsicle stick or anything flat to smooth that glue out right there. And none of it is on my actual hairline. It is applied to my skin only, just in case you guys were wondering. Do not put it on your hairline. Do not put it on your hair at all. And just smooth that out really nice. Okay, and here I am done putting my layers of glue. I did 3 layers, so now I am just going to press that lace into that glue. Not too hard. I'm really not pressing it too hard. I'm just barely tapping it because I don't want to press it too hard right now, because I want that glue to attach to that lace without any mess. So I'm just kind of firmly pressing it for right now. And you'll see I'm just kind of like firmly pressing, and then I go back and press again just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to do the other end. I always like to start in the middle. That way it can be even. And then I kind of like just press the temple in and just work my way around the sides. And I get the end of my comb and I just kind of press that in as well. And that's not it. It's not even melted yet. So there's more steps to actually melting the lace down. Okay, and after laying that down, I always have like just a little bit of lace that still needs a little bit of glue added to the end just to melt that lace in. So I go in with the end of my red tail comb, and I just place I use the end of my red tail comb to place a little bit of glue in those areas so I won't overdo it. And I just go in and do that, and wait until that turns clear. And then once it turns clear, I'll go and press it in with the other end of my comb to melt that lace in. Okay, so here you see me taking my blow drying the ends of the lace. Sorry, my daughter walked in here and pretty much threw me off my game for a little bit. But you take your blow dryer and you firmly press the end of the lace into the adhesive glue while blow drying on cool. Remember, I always do it on cool. I don't know how anyone else does theirs, but I do mine's on cool just to make sure that it's drying properly. And I just press in, tap in, and just blow dry it until I feel that the adhesive is dry and the lace is dry to the adhesive. Okay, so I went ahead and tied down my lace while I set my hair, wet it and set it how I want it to be. So tying the lace down just helps secure the lace even more and melts it to your skin. So I tie it down as tight as I can because at this point the adhesive should be dry and I want that lace melted into my skin. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm just spraying the hair. It looks like it's in the heat protectant spray, but it's actually not. The heat protectant spray bottle was actually empty. I could not find my regular spray bottle, so I went ahead and put some warm water and leave-in conditioner in there and like 3 to 4 drops of arganol in the bottle. And I'm spraying the hair just so it can be moisturized, because it is best to have that curly hair moisturized, because you just put water on there, it's going to dry out, and when it dries, it's going to look really, really dry. So moisturize. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm just taking my big tooth comb and combing through it so all that moisture can go from the top to the ends. And now I'm taking my scarf out, and you guys will see that lace melt And this is before the baby hairs. The lace is melted. Yes. Okay, and that's what we was looking for. And then like a good old melt. And then now I'm using my Got to Be gel that's in the black bottle, and I'm just putting a little bit right there on my wrist. And then I'm gonna section out where I want my baby hairs to be. And so that's what I'm doing right now. Since I have a middle part, I always kind of like, everybody is different, but on me, I just kind of like start right where that arch of my eyebrow is at. And that's where I start my first baby hair. And what I'm doing now is I'm plucking some of the hair out the way so that it can have a little bit of separation between the baby hair and the actual start of the hairline behind the baby hair. So I'm plucking it, plucking it, plucking it until I see fit to where I want to stop. So not a lot, just kind of like separating that. And then I'm taking my tweezers right now on that baby hair and just kind of going down with it just to kind of thin out the baby hair so it won't be very harsh, so the baby hairs won't be harsh. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm just going in and plucking wherever I see fit that it needs to be plucked at. And then, like I said, it's different on everybody's hairlines. So right now what I'm doing is I'm taking a little bit of that Got to Be gel with my baby hair brush, and I haven't started the baby hairs, but I'm brushing the other hair back a little bit with the gel, and then you're going to see me take the blow dryer and blow dry that as well. I might not do it right now, but that's what I do. I take the blow dryer and then I blow dry that in place just to keep that out of the way from the baby hairs. Because once I place the baby hairs, I want the baby hairs to sit in their own way and not get caught up in the hair that's behind it. So that's what I'm doing right now with that. And yes, I'm taking the blow dryer and I'm blow drying it just to keep that in place so that it won't interfere once I start laying down my baby hairs. That was just like a little trick that worked for me. I know most people use the sit and wrap lotion. Sometimes I do, but you have to sit under the dryer after using the sit and wrap lotion. And I didn't have time to sit under the dryer. I was actually getting ready to go somewhere, so I didn't have time to just be sitting under the dryer. So I'm like, I just need to get this done. So right now I'm doing the same thing that I did over the other baby hair. I'm plucking some of the hairs off the way just so it can look natural. And then I'm taking my tweezers and I'm thinning out the section that I have for the baby hair, just so that it can look realistic once I do shape the baby hairs. And then I'm taking that gel and I'm gelling that other section of hair out the way. Not a lot of gel. You do not need a lot. Just dab a little bit. If you see, I'm just dabbing a little bit. A little goes a long ways, because if you put too much product, it's going to look hard and harsh, and we don't want that. Okay, so now I am blow drying that section out of the way. And it dries really, really fast. So I'm taking a little bit of that gel again, and I'm just kind of like brushing down where my part is going to be at, because I want that to be down. I want it flat. So I'm kind of just brushing it down. And then I'm taking a razor and I'm just cutting my baby hairs how I want them to be. And I'm like feather cutting, like not just cutting straight across, but just kind of like zigzag cutting, if that makes sense. And then I'm taking a little bit of that gel and I'm just directing my baby hairs where I want them to go. Now in the middle, you would see that baby hair is smaller, and that's because I don't like a big baby hair just sitting right there in the middle of my head, like right there. I just think it needs to be smaller. And so I'm taking my brush and combing the baby hairs in the directions I want them to be. I cut them exactly how I wanted them to be cut, so it's not hard to lay the baby hairs in the direction. Now, if you do not want to wear baby hairs, you could skip this whole section, and you could have just used the Got to Be gel just a little bit on your baby hair brush and just brushed your hairline how you wanted it to smooth out, like just smooth it out with a little bit of that gel and just blow dry it, and you will be done at that. But if you want to do baby hairs, you could do this step right here. And I'm doing the sideburns the same way as I did the baby hairs. I'm just cutting the sideburns just a little bit longer because you don't want short sideburns. And then I take my Got2b gel and then just lay that in the direction that I want that going to. And then I'm going to do the exact same to the other side once I'm done on this side. And I place the other side exactly the way I did this side so it can be evened out. So yes, that's done. I did that side off camera. And now, yeah, right here I'm just laying the other sideburn. I feel like y'all couldn't see the other angle, so I'm showing that one a little better. And you see how I take the razor and I'm just razor cutting until it gets to the desired look that I want it to be. And then I just take a little bit of gel and I just curve it in the direction that I want it to be curved in. And so now the baby hairs is laid. So what I'm doing now is I think I'm gonna put a little bit more spray on it just to lay it down, set it again. And then I'm using the wax sticks from AVJ collection. The same the same place where I got the lace adhesive glue from. And I am gonna put it in the link below her Instagram, where you can purchase the wax stick and the lace adhesive. I'm using a little bit of L'Oreal Revive Serum, and I'm just putting that throughout the hair. Like I said, moisture goes a long way with curly hair, so you want to make sure it's moisturized all the way through, and that serum is light, so it just moisturizes the hair without it feeling heavy. Okay, yes, baby hair, yes, hairline, look at that. The lace is melted. So now what I'm doing is I'm just straightening up my part a little bit, and I took a angled brush with some concealer and just lined up my part just to make it look more 3D. And there you have it. And here's the results. Hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube tutorial. I will be back with more. Make sure you press the subscribe button and hit that like and leave a comment.